Most people think being remembered is about standing out, but true memorability isn't about being different for the sake of it. It's about being distinct in who you are. Today, we're talking about something powerful, something that shapes how people perceive you, trust you, and connect with you long after the moment has passed. We're talking about how to make people remember you. Not because you were the loudest in the room, not because you had the most impressive title, but because something about your presence, your energy, and your intention stuck. You left an imprint, you made people feel something, and that's what people remember. Let's talk about how to cultivate that kind of presence, authentically, consistently, and with purpose, what it means to be remembered. Most people think being remembered is about standing out, but true memorability isn't about being different for the sake of it. It's about being distinct in who you are. It's not about how many people notice you. It's about how many people feel you. When people leave a meeting with you, an interaction with you, or even a brief conversation, what emotional residue do you leave behind? That's your signature. That's your human brand. And here's the truth. People rarely remember what you said, but they always remember how you made them feel. So the goal isn't to impress, it's to impact. 2. The foundation, authentic energy. The first step in being memorable is mastering your energy. People feel your energy before they understand your words. They sense your confidence, your calm, your authenticity. So before every interaction, pause. Ask yourself, what energy do I want to bring into this space? Because when your energy is grounded, generous, and intentional, it invites people to trust you even before you speak. Memorable people don't chase validation, they project presence. They don't rush to fill the silence. They let their calmness create curiosity. They don't dominate spaces, they elevate them. That's what people remember. 3. The power of listening. Here's something you'll rarely hear in conversations about influence. The most memorable people aren't always the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who listen deeply. When you truly listen, you make others feel seen. And being seen is one of the deepest human needs. When someone feels heard and valued in your presence, you become unforgettable to them. Because in a world where everyone's talking, being the person who listens with empathy and curiosity is rare. So the next time you're in a conversation, practice this simple shift. Instead of thinking about what you'll say next, focus entirely on understanding what's being said now. Reflect, pause, respond with thoughtfulness. People remember those who make them feel significant. 4. The language of impact. Now let's talk about words. Your words carry weight, and memorable people use language that creates emotional connection. You don't need to use big words or perfect phrasing. You just need to speak from a place of clarity, honesty, and calm conviction. When you speak, be intentional. Speak less to impress and more to express. Speak with warmth, speak with meaning, speak with purpose, because when your words are guided by authenticity rather than ego, they linger, they echo, and that echo becomes your legacy. 5. The little things people remember. Here's a truth we often overlook. People don't just remember the big moments. They remember the small consistencies, the genuine smile, the follow-up message, the way you pronounce someone's name correctly, the respect you show even when no one's watching. Memorability is built in micro moments, tiny gestures that whisper. So if you want to be remembered, don't focus on being impressive. Focus on being intentional. Kindness has memory, respect leaves a mark, and consistency builds trust. 6. The story you leave behind. Every person you meet becomes part of your story, and you become part of theirs. Ask yourself, what story do I want people to tell when they talk about me? Do you want to be remembered as someone who encouraged growth in chaos, who helpable and valued? Your reputation is the collection of the tell about you, and the most powerful humans build character, not performance. Memorable people don't just chase success, they create meaning. They leave people better than they found them. 7. The 3 principles of being remembered. Let's ground this in action. If you want to be someone people remember, start with these 3 principles. 1. Clarity. Know who you are. Be clear about your values, your purpose, and what you stand for. When you're clear, people can trust you because clarity creates confidence, and confidence is magnetic. 2. Consistency. Show up the same way every time. Let people know what to expect from you in your attitude, your integrity, your quality of work. Consistency builds familiarity, and familiarity builds connection. 3. Contribution. Always ask, how can I add value here? Whether it's a conversation, a meeting, or a collaboration, bring something that uplifts others. Memorable people contribute more than they consume. 8. Presence. The art of being fully there. There's something timeless about presence. When you're fully engaged, eye contact, calm body language, genuine curiosity, people feel it. Because presence is rare in a distracted world. Put away your phone, pause, you're in a rush, look people in the eyes. Presence says you matter, and people never forget the ones who made them feel that way. 9. The ripple effect. Here's the thing about being memorable. It's not about being known by everyone. It's about being remembered deeply by the right ones. When you lead with intention, kindness, and purpose, you create ripples that move through rooms you've never entered. Someone will repeat your words. Someone will apply your advice. Someone will feel encouraged because of a moment they shared with you. That's legacy in motion. That's impact. That's what it means to be remembered. So if you take one message from today's episode, let it be this. Memorability is not a performance. It's a presence. Be clear about who you are. Be kind in how you show up. Be consistent in how you treat people. Because long after the titles fade, the meetings end, and the projects are forgotten, people will still remember how you made them feel. And that is the real mark of significance. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Mindset Shift. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for upcoming episodes on mindset, motivation, and meaningful growth. Share it with someone who's ready to build presence, not just recognition, because the world doesn't need more noise, it needs more intentional presence. See you in the next episode.